In this Northern Brewer video, we're brewing for the season. Fall time beers, perfect for autumn festivities, the upcoming holidays, and something to set aside and age to perfection. Hello everyone, it's Chip Walton. I'm here in the Northern Brewer headquarters. I am a fan of brewing with the season, so of course right now I've got fall brewing on my mind. I don't know about you, but for me, homebrewing hits a bit of a lull during the summer. Road trips, vacations, outdoor events, kids are out of school, just a lot going on. But fall always brings that welcome return to brewing, filling the coffers with great homebrew for the seasons ahead. I want to share some of our favorite go-to beers for this time of year in hopes of inspiring your next brew sessions, breaking them down into 3 categories: bonfire beers, holiday treats, and brew now for later, meaning high gravity beers that benefit from a bit of age to enjoy later on this winter and into next year. Real quick, if you dig these kinds of videos where we talk about the homebrewers calendar and brewing for the seasons, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and of course, share it with your homebrewing buddies. Let's start with bonfire beers. Here we're talking about beers that start to lean in on richer, deeper, maltier profile, getting us out of the summertime beers of light, crispy, and hoppy into something a little more substantial, yet still pretty low ABV, respectively. Autumnal crushers, if you will. We're talking beers like Caribou Slobber Brown Ale, one of our most popular kits, malt flavors of caramel, baking chocolate, light roast coffee, combination of English and American hops makes this a favorite. Bluegrass Benchmark Kentucky Common, a historical American beer style. Some call it a darker riff on a cream ale with flaked corn in the all-grain version, premium corn syrup in the extract version. Blue Collar Coffee Stout. The recipe for this moderately bitter stout includes a coffee blend from Backstory Coffee Roasters here in Minnesota for a beer with roasted malt, dark berry, and bittersweet cocoa notes. And here's a dark horse for you. Black Magic Dark Mild with an original gravity of just 1040. This is a serious session beer that packs a lot of rich malt flavor and can turn around in just a couple of weeks. Thinking ahead a little bit, we're talking holiday beers. What's more fun than enjoying and sharing your homebrew with friends and family, maybe in the form of a wax dipped bottle, something nice as a present, or in person at your holiday gathering straight from the tap. And now is the time to think about brewing them. Don't sleep on Smashing Pumpkin Ale. While this beer gives off major Halloween vibes, we'd argue it's better suited for Thanksgiving. Brew it now for your late November festivities and feast. Then we're looking at Superior Christmas Ale. This is our nod to the OG Christmas beer, Great Lakes Christmas Ale, brewed with cinnamon, ginger, and honey, a beautiful aromatic beer. Our Spiced Winter Ale is a lower ABV Scottish style beer with mulling spices for a warm, spiced brew. On the other end, the higher ABV Festivus Miracle also includes mulling spices plus sweet orange peel. Of course, this beer is perfect for pairing with aired grievances. Or consider Brick Warmer Red Ale, an annual favorite around the NBHQ tap room. It's a strongish amber American ale, just enough bitterness to balance and sweet orange peel to complement the bright citrus hops. And how could we forget? Winter is coming. The time for big, bold, boozy beers built for aging. You want to brew these now. Let them age, set them aside so you can enjoy them later this winter and potentially for years to come. With a starting gravity of 1096, Dragon Silk Imperial Stout is one of the highest gravity beer kits in our portfolio. Full-bodied with malt flavors of chocolate and coffee, Dragon Silk is made all the better by conditioning it on bourbon-soaked oak cubes. Coincidentally, I have a pour here of Dragon Silk Imperial Stout that was brewed a little bit more than a year ago as part of our Northern Brewer University online course on Imperial Stouts. And that year in a keg has done it a lot of good. Its original roasty, boozy flavors, which were good at month 2 or 3, have really mellowed out and kind of rounded out. Now we're complementing the dark, rich malt profile with these notes of vanilla and wood from the bourbon and the oak. Just a really wonderful beer. I suggest the NBU course. It's jam-packed with tricks, techniques, info, process notes on brewing not only Imperial stouts, but other high-gravity beers. Definitely worth checking out. Other popular big beers to brew around this time of year include our barley wine and exotic tropic wheat wine kits, both big sippers that benefit from upwards of 6 months of aging to bring their complex flavors together, well worth the wait. And also our phenomenal Northie 12 Belgian quad kit, warming alcohol, raisins, caramel, dark fruit flavors, aroma of toffee and honey, just an absolute stunner. If you want to dig in deeper on these kinds of beers, we actually posted a tasting notes video a couple years ago where we sampled the exotic tropic wheat wine and the Northie 12 Belgian quad, both of which had aged at least 5 years in a keg and evolved into totally different, beautiful beers. That video includes tips for aging and bottle conditioning beers of this high ABV. I'll link that video in this video's description. So cheers. We hope you take a bit of inspiration from these fall beer recipe kit suggestions. I know here at NBHQ, we're looking forward to getting into the brew cave over the next couple of weeks, brewing these to have on tap in the Northern Brewer break room right over there for our coworkers to enjoy during the busy holiday season. And who knows, maybe you'll even see some video out of those brew days. I do know there's only one way to find out. You gotta subscribe to Northern Brewer's YouTube channel where we really enjoy brewing and drinking with the seasons. We hope you do too. Check out the fall beer collection linked in the video description, and let us know in the comments what fall beers are always a hit at your house.